Hi, this is Marlene with Memories Crafted, and I joined Bona's Live Love Scrap on YouTube swap that she was hosting called What's in Your Vintage Purse. And being that I am kind of an antique dealer, I buy and sell antique primitive collectibles kind of stuff. I just had to jump on the bandwagon because I thought it was a great idea. So I had, my partner is Janet, and that's nanajl54 here on YouTube. And I had asked her if it would be okay if I would send her something different than the Michael's vintage, the wooden box that everybody is buying and decorating. And she said sure. So I thought that was great. And I wanted to actually put goodies in it that were actually something that they would have used in their vintage purse back in that day. So this is my vintage purse that I got her, which is an authentic vintage purse. It's brown velvet. Oops, let me get on screen there. I didn't do too much to it because it's velvet and I didn't want to stick anything to it, so I added a ribbons through the chain link handle. I made a flower from the vintage paper bags, so that's that. And then I just put some bows down there. So what I put in her purse was a pair of gloves, vintage kind of gloves, a hanky I found with her initial. Oops, yeah, that's right. Or is that upside down? But that's her initial. I also found some, this is a paper bag from Michael's, and I just stamped on it and decorated. And this is the vintage era from our modern day business cards. When folks would go and visit people and they weren't home, this is what they would leave, and they were called calling cards. And they had them made up, these backs here, and they put these on, decorations on them, and then they would sign their name underneath. So this is the Victorian version of the modern day business card. And this one, it says forget me not in there, and I thought that was pretty. And then that has the signature inside there. So I thought that would be cute. So it could be like her business card, calling cards, that they would have those in their purse. Excuse me. Then I found a fan. I didn't decorate this because I thought it was just pretty the way it was, so I just left it like that. So she got a fan. This is a comb, and it actually started out like this one, and then I decorate, it folds it, and then I decorated it with some Recollections pearl lace trim, and also on the back, and then it opens up like that. Then, oh, I got this little charm. I found this on my travels and my auctions and flea markets and that type of thing. It has the Lord's Prayer on it. So I put an I Am Roses ribbon, or flower, I'm sorry, and a piece of ribbon on that. I glimmer misted the flower. Then I also got, excuse me, a pill box with an I Am Roses flower that I glimmer mist, and just some little glass beads on wire here. I glimmer misted them also. And instead of putting pills in it, I put in flat back pearls. Sorry about that. So that's another item. Oops, did you see that close up? And then this is a compact, and I put I Am Roses glimmer misted with a bow, some pearls, and then the lace trim I put on that. And then that opens up, and it's got a mirror on it. I washed the little powder puff thing, and this has a removable tray, so if she wanted, she actually can still use that. She can put her powder in there and then put the little strainer top on top of there, and then if she gets a new powder puff. Or she can actually do what she did for mine. She showed in a video. She made a little folding little flower, I'm sorry, photo holder. So that would be cute. So she could do that to hers if she wants that. See, and then there's the back of it. Then also in the vintage days, they used to carry like sewing, like a little pair of scissors or a sewing kit in there. So you can see these are vintage scissors. You can see they have the decoration on them. I just put some flower, lace and I Am Rose's flower that I glimmer misted. And then this is, it has advertisement on underneath this lace here, but I just covered it up because I wanted to make it look pretty. Again, I Am Rose's flowers and some lace and ribbon. And this comes off like that. And then there's a little sewing kit inside. And it has the thread. And then this piece has the lid comes off. And then there's sewing needles inside of it. So I thought that was actually kind of cute. And so there, that is the 10 things that was in her vintage purse. I also sent along some other goodies for her. Actually, I was in the dollar store getting some goodies for my grandson, and I just happened to see these, and I thought these would be cute for her granddaughters, her 3 little girlies that live near her in Florida there. Since I was giving her a vintage purse, and I seen these, so they just have little candies in them, so I thought that was cute. So I sent along 3 of those for her girlies. For Janet, I sent along also some lace trim. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. And I put it on one of these Victorian bobbins. So I hope she likes that. I also sent her for fun because she just got a new motorhome. So I got her a little RV angel. I don't know if you can, that's going to focus. Anyway, it's a little RV angel. So I thought that was just, you know, cute for fun. And then I sent her, I'm sending her, excuse me, including in her package some vintage music sheets that I had gotten at one of my estate sales. So I thought that it'd be cute. She can use those in her projects. Also, I know that she's born in March. So when I was looking through all my papers, I found this the parish telephone. It's from York, Pennsylvania, and it's dated March 16th. So that's from the vintage era. So I thought that'd be cute because her birthday's in March, so she can read what was going on. I guess it's church news. So back there in those days, but it has some advertisement on it. She could either make photocopies or, you know, use the original paper if she wants. But it actually opens up like, so I guess it's like the church bulletin. Oops, wrong way. Pay attention, Marlene. So I thought this would be cute for her to read through and see what they were doing, what hit the news back in that day during her birthday month anyway. And she also told me that her parents, because I had emailed her to tell her I was going to be late sending her package because our kids surprised us and visited us in Pennsylvania at our camper up there. So we ended up staying an extra week. So when she replied to me and said, oh, no problem or anything, she had mentioned that her parents had joined or was involved in World War II, late part of the war, and so we're six of her uncles. And I had found this while I was looking through my papers, and this actually is a magazine that was printed during World War II towards the end. So I thought that was kind of cool. So she can look through that. She can photocopy it maybe and use it in any of her, you know, if she's going to use it in her layouts or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cute to send her. And then I'm going to be sending her some vintage paper bags, and in 3 sizes. We've got the small, the medium, and then the large ones. So anyway, well, I guess that's it, ladies. Thank you for watching. I hope she likes everything. I hope you like it, Janet. I had such a great time swapping with you. I thought it was so much fun. And I hope you like everything that I've put together for you. And sorry if I said too many ums or whatever, because I usually don't do videos, which you could tell if you look at my channel. You'll see there's not very many videos on there. But anyway, well, everybody have a great weekend, rest of the week and weekend coming up. And I'll see y'all guys soon, and hopefully I'll do some more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.